fuck.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. Fuck off.
I thought you'd be good at this, though, because your brain works in a really fucking different way.
Too fucking baked, man.
Well,
Oh, you cunt.
Think I got it perfected here, boys.
What are you whipping up now, man?
Just flavor dust. Just extraneous flavor dust.
flavor dust. Well, you got to remember that shit. We should be selling that stuff like separately, like a little fucking.
That's why I'm making it. It's got some kick to it, Ricky.
Oh, fuck.
Flavor dust.
Some spice, man.
So flavor dust can just be in packages, right? And you put it on whatever. Put it on fucking eggs if you want.
It's a good idea.
Right? Then you can have all dressed eggs.
I like that
Or,
idea.
you know.
You owe me $5. Bud.
Who does?
Yeah, I'll get it to you.
Yes. You have to race early, man.
Park after dark.
All right, so what kind of shit do we
Welcome
got
to
going
the
on here?
park after the dark. Today it is after the dark.
And it's fucking spring, boys. About fucking time.
Thank fuck. Cheers to
Holy
26.
fuck, you get horny in spring, don't
Man,
you?
I'm telling you, well, winter sucks, man.
All animals are horny in spring.
Especially Julian, though.
It's mating season.
You see Julian out there pumping the fences. Hey?
King of the wild.
No, man. Well, hopefully things will get back to normal.
Grumpy pumpy.
I'm not grumpy today, man.
No.
Nope. That shit tastes good.
I know. Flavor dust. It's going to be huge.
Would be good on eggs.
Right? You can put flavor dust on anything. Have all dressed eggs. Have an all dressed steak. Doesn't matter. Possibilities are endless.
Still pickled eggs might be weird.
No, they wouldn't. They'd be delicious. Salt and vinegar eggs.
Salt and vinegar eggs.
They'd be delicious.
No, they wouldn't, man.
Salt and vinegar steak.
Salt and vinegar steak.
Yes, sir. Because my flavor dust has the balance.
I can't see salt and vinegar be going good on a steak, man.
No.
But give her a try. People are fucked.
So what's happening? What's up?
Well,
Who's in charge?
we got a meeting with the chip company in
Right.
2 weeks.
Nice.
Hopefully things will go well.
Really?
I've got to get a suit.
They're fucking a pain in the ass to make, but they're good, man. I wish we had some right now. Fuck, those were good.
I've sent them off to the lab. My lab.
Well, be prepared because if we get picked up, we're going to fucking make some money, boys. We'll be the chip kings.
Are you working on the pictures, Ricky?
I am.
Okay, good. Just don't make them too fucked.
No, I've got the bag pretty much designed, and I just need your pictures, and I'm going to just stick them right
You
on.
gotta don't put any cocks on the pictures because that's like,
No
they'll
cocks?
shut it down. No.
What about
No, Ricky, it's a real chip bag that's going to be at the flea
What
market.
about really subtle ones? Like I drew a potato and he's got a little tiny. It's not really a cock. You know how potatoes have those things on the end?
The eyes.
A little
Yeah.
eyes, a little cock eye.
Oh, you
Kind of looks like maybe a tiny cock and balls.
If you can make them subtle enough that they're hidden, maybe.
All right.
just
But I get to approve them. You can't have a big wang on something. Like a pickle with a wang.
all right. That's good. All right, I'm glad.
I drew one. It was a potato
Boys.
guy. The potato guy jumped in a jar of pickles.
Bob,
It says, I'm swimming with pickles.
I can't wait to see
is there anything in this dust? Like, is there any drugs or anything?
Better not be.
No, I don't think.
No, this is just standard. I didn't fucking put any drugs in it. Unless Ricky added drugs to his spices, which
Would have been weird.
no, there's nothing.
Okay.
Did you eat one of his fucking waffles this morning, though?
Yeah, I had 3 of them.
Oh, Julian, those were fucking loaded with fucking weed butter.
No, they weren't. I didn't taste any.
No, there's
fucking
no
weed
weed
in those.
butter. It's just weed honey.
Weed honey.
There you go, weed honey.
All right.
I avoided them this time.
Cherry weed honey.
I got
Those were
all my
good, man.
faculties, all my faculties.
How did you avoid them, man? They were delicious.
Because I learned my lesson. For the 400th time, I've eaten his food and got fucking too high to control myself.
You ever heard of vicarious menstruation?
What?
Me either. Vicarious menstruation. This woman, she went to the doctor because she was fucking crying, and she was crying blood tears.
Oh, merciful Jesus.
So they finally figured it out that it had to do with her menstruation. I guess it's called vicarious menstruation. You can get bleeding from the nose, ears, lungs, nipples, intestines, skin, and eyes. Imagine your nipples all of a sudden start fucking shooting blood out.
Oh, Jesus, Ricky, we're right
I
into
guess it
her
wouldn't
already,
happen to
eh?
us, but
Well, it could.
but if you were sucking on some things and all of a sudden,
Ricky.
It's a bloody mess.
yeah,
Well, we're into it now, eh? Right out of the
Doing it
gate
now.
with the bloody nipples.
it would be a weird one.
It would be a very weird one. I don't wish that upon anybody.
It says you can bleed through your skin, but how would you know?
Well, like your
Well, through
sweat
the
must be
pores,
your
man.
sweat glands, like your pores.
Well, you might just think you cut yourself.
Not if it's coming out like, all over the fucking place, Ricky. If you're turning red from blood,
It'd be fucking weird.
it would be very fucking weird.
Glad I'm not a woman.
I wish you were.
If I was, I'd probably be pretty slutty.
No, you definitely, man.
Ricky, you'd be terrible.
I'd be good too.
You would you?
I bet you think that he was hot if he was a chick.
Him?
Yeah.
Is he built the same way?
I don't know. How would he be built?
There'd be some things missing and some things added.
I know, but like overall, has he got the same physique?
Same ass. Just less hairy.
Okay.
Less hairy or clean
He'd be
shaven?
more hippie. So he'd have that ass, but he'd be like the hips.
Clean shaven?
I wear those jeans that have the little ass implant pads.
That'd be nice.
Well, if you had bigger hips, your ass would probably be a lot nicer, man. Well, nice.
And just medium.
A lot
I'm
nicer.
not saying
Whoa
he's got
now.
a nice ass. I'm just that kind of
But
stuff.
no, you said a lot nicer, meaning there's a certain level of
nice
niceness
buds.
there.
Come on. I've never stared at his ass before. I don't even know what his ass looks like.
Randy has.
He stares at your ass a lot, man.
Yeah, he told me that it used to be a lot nicer.
Really?
Yeah. Prick.
Has he ever grabbed it?
I don't think. Maybe when I was drunk.
He looked at your wiener at the urinal one time, I know that.
What?
He was telling everybody at the playground. He was pissing next to you down at the Legion. Looked at your wiener in the urinal. Told everybody at the playground.
Yeah.
Wow.
He did describe it as mythical.
Mythical.
Yeah.
I wish.
Wow.
I wish.
I'll tell Randy.
It does the trick.
All right.
All right.
Nice
Wow.
conversation, boys.
That was a weird one.
I'm not talking about your ass or your cock or anything. That we got it. Let's end it. No more.
You want to break up with him?
Fuck off, Pops.
Let's end it, you said.
What size breasts would you like me to have, Julian?
C's, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, C cup's nice.
Firm ones.
You guys are fucked. What do you have? What are those, double D's?
Pops.
Double D muscle tits.
Did you hear about this fucking mouse plague in Queensland and New South Wales and Australia?
A what?
There's like a mouse plague. They're fucking out of control, like insane. Grocery store over there says they're killing 600 a night.
600 a night in a grocery store.
Yeah.
Oh, I should let my kiddies over there.
Thousands and thousands of little fuck faces.
My kiddies would have a field day.
That would drive me insane. I'm not a big fan. Yeah, don't do it. I don't like the mice.
Yeah, mice are fucked.
Jesus Christ.
Why don't they just buy a bunch of cats? Problem solved.
No, you can't just let cats deal with that. That's a bigger issue when there's thousands of mice.
600 a night. How many
Cocksuckers
cats?
reproduce every 3 weeks. They can have like 500 fucking babies per mouse.
Holy fuck.
One season.
That's more frequent than your mother.
You guys are fucked.
You are. Who's that guy that used to complain about us eating on the thing?
I don't know. He had a
Shit bear?
condition.
Shit bear.
Was it shit bear?
Moon bear. Who's Shit Bear? Oh, Shit Bear's the guy that plays down on the corner. Jimmy Shit Bear. You know Jimmy
I
Shit
know
Bear.
Jimmy. I don't call him by shit bear, man.
No, I don't either. It was shit. Used to be Jimmy Shit Beard because remember he got shit in his beard
And then they
one
called
time.
him shitty tits because he got drunk that time.
But they
and-
shortened it to Shit Bear because He didn't like Shitbeard. He was threatening people.
So they just dropped the D?
How did he get the shit in his beard that time?
He was wasted and he was doing a handstand. You know, he was little.
Oh, he actually shit on his own face?
Yes, he was. He had a
His
bit
shit?
of the diarrhea kind of thing.
Oh, Jimmy Shitbeard.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's quite a handle. He's not getting much kissing these days.
No.
That fucking name's gonna stick with him forever.
He doesn't have a beard anymore, though, which is nice. He shaved that off.
Yeah, so they just call him Shitty Lips now.
Shitty lips.
Poor guy, man. He's had so many fucking nicknames.
Yeah.
I always thought it was, you know, a dominatrix?
Mm-hmm.
I always thought it was dominatrix.
A what?
I thought it was a dominatrix. It's a dominatrix.
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 Just Louisiana priests and 2 dominatrices
Dominatri.
were charged with vandalism for having a fucking sex orgy on the church altar.
Oh, Jesus.
That would have been quite the fucking scene.
Yeah.
Who caught them?
Jesus.
But the priest or somebody else? Or
I'm sure Jesus was watching.
Oh.
Going, what the hell is happening here now?
Do you think Jesus says, what the hell?
At this point.
He might be a little more PG, wouldn't
I'm
he?
sure
be?
he's
What
probably...
in the
What the
hell?
clam? I bet she says, what the clam? I bet she doesn't say, Jesus Christ. He might just go, me.
Yeah, you might do that. Yeah, it's a good
He's
joke.
the only one that could say that. Yeah.
You guys fucking
No.
check out Miami. They just
No,
can't
those-
stop partying down
They're
there.
fucking crazy, man.
Everybody's getting drunk. They're banging. There's COVID everywhere. I mean,
Yeah. I saw a bunch of them on the news, and they interviewed the kids, and I don't
don't
care.
give a fuck.
Just don't care.
just want to drink and get banged.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do.
Yeah, until they're fucking getting a fucking ventilator tube rammed down their fucking yap. That's what happens.
Yeah, wave 3. Fuck. I thought
Just
wave
put
2 was
on a
gonna be it.
goddamn mask, would you?
No, they're not having anything to do with masks. They're done.
Yeah, well, don't wear seatbelts either then. Say fuck that. Don't wear shoes. Why wear fucking shoes?
Is Taiwan like a good country? Or what's their deal?
They make a lot of shit there, man.
Fantastic country, apparently. Never been there.
They must have a fucking obsession with sushi or something, because there's a bunch of people over there. There's a sushi chain, Akindo Sushi. And if your last name is Giyu, something like that, it means salmon, you get free sushi on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So a bunch of these Taiwanese people are legally changing their name to salmon.
For free food.
Free food.
Why not? I mean,
Jesus,
fuck it.
Murphy. And then what
Go
if they
for it.
change the rules and say, well, no, you gotta...
It's a lot of work to go through to get some free fucking sushi.
It is, but if you're hungry and you love salmon, fuck, it's a good deal.
I'd change my name for some rum, free rum, twice a week. Why not? That'd be good
Would
to
you change it to Julian Cocklips?
No,
Because I'll do the paperwork up right now.
I would change it to Julian Rum. Fuck it, if I had to. If they were like, your name's Rum.
Julian
Name's
Rum.
Rum.
Julian Rum Barrel.
So maybe they're smarter than all of us.
Who?
These people that are legally changing their name. I thought it'd be a pain in the cock, but I guess if you're gonna get free food every week,
Would you change your name to Ricky Weed Plant for free weed?
I get free weed.
What happens if you, with the criminal record, if you change your name?
You
What?
don't have a criminal record anymore.
It doesn't like flip flop over?
No, it must. I don't
must.
fucking know. That'd be too easy, wouldn't it?
Fuck.
No,
Maybe
I was convicted of murder, 7 murders, but I changed my name, so I'm free now.
we should try it. I can get rid of my record.
Jeffrey Dahmer could have changed his name to fucking Jeffrey McDonald. Just fucking faded off into the sunset.
So the cops would definitely not have it in their system. Maybe the government would, but I bet you they wouldn't. Get pulled over.
I'm trying it.
How much does it cost to change your name?
Down the wrong pipe.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Just a little
What should I
popcorn
change?
place.
What should I change my name to?
Straight vodka.
Your name. What does he look like?
Ramirez?
I like LaFleur. I like Ricky LaFleur.
Oh, we're gonna change both first and
Richard Ramirez has a bit of a ring to it.
the Night
You know who
Stalker.
that is?
Me.
The fucking Night Stalker. You
Oh.
don't want that name.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, you might as well change it to fucking Ted Bundy.
What hotel was he living at? And he was coming in.
The Cecil.
What about
Cecil,
Rich?
that's what it was.
The Hotel Cecil.
You'd
Richard
come in with
Rich.
blood all over him. They'd
Yes.
be like, "Hey,
He changed his bloody clothes out in the alley and tromped through all fucking covered in blood, and people would just be like, oh, yeah.
there's that guy. He's
There's
so
that
gonna
bloody
die."
fella. Must have been out doing something involving blood.
That hotel's got a bad rap.
Oh, there's a lot of people that were killed in there.
Yeah, there was a Canadian girl who went down there from Vancouver, and they found her in the water tank on the roof.
Yes, she got in the tank.
She got all
Or
fucked up.
people
in the
were drinking the water, brushing their teeth, and bathing, and it's her body water.
Ah,
Oh, yeah, they were
That's
brushed. They interviewed a
fucked.
couple on the documentary, and they were brushing their teeth with the brown water. And they're like, you know, I'm thinking, you go to a fucking different country. If there's brown water coming out of the tap,
You
it
don't-
stinks.
don't brush.
Don't
your
put it
teeth.
in your fucking mouth. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
That's from like
From a decomposing
decomposing
body.
blood and then fluids and stuff coming out of it like
Yeah,
everything.
she was in there for a couple of
Fucking
weeks, wasn't
hole.
she, or something?
I believe so.
Oh, it's
Oh, yeah, everything would be, you know.
just coming right out.
Oh, it'd be awful.
They
Poor
never-
thing.
Never did find who killed her, did they?
She didn't. They don't. I don't think anybody killed her, Ricky. She had a
She's
psychotic
schizoid or something.
psychotic episode, and they believe that she thought people were chasing her, and she went up and she got in the tank to hide. Poor thing.
With no clothes on?
Yeah, I don't remember how that part came about. Maybe. Well, if she was in there and then she realized, oh, I got to tread water, maybe she took them off to make herself lighter or something. I don't know.
We'll never know, huh?
No, but what we do know is that humans aren't going to be around that much longer.
Okay.
I read this thing in a science book. It's fucked.
What happened?
Sperm counts are shrinking, penises are shrinking, penis size, and taint size are all shrinking.
Your taint's shrinking as well.
Yeah. All
What do you mean?
Newborn males are born with tinier cocks, tinier taints, and
So the
59%
taint is
less
from
sperm.
the bag to the ass, right? So it's shrinking.
Yeah, and apparently it
It's
has a
getting
lot to
closer.
do with sex. I don't know why or how, but that's what they're saying.
So is your unit moving closer to your hole, or is your hole moving forward? Because one of them migrate.
Or you're just getting, they're thinning out a little bit.
I don't know, but they're saying eventually if the cocks keep shrinking at the rate they're shrinking, that it'll just be like, you won't even really be able to do anything with it.
So it's just, that's weird.
That's fucking weird, man.
It is weird. And from 1973 to 2011, sperm count has gone down 59%.
That's all the fucking chemicals people
all the-
eat.
So in another 30 years,
Fucking-
no little swimmy guys. You won't need any birth
Probably a
control.
good thing. Probably a good thing.
That we're just going to have no more people?
Oh no, they'll figure out a way to make more people. They'll make them out of fucking plastic or carbon fiber or something.
AI, man.
Drones, bots,
So
droids,
everything's gonna be bots, man.
droids. I'd like to have a droid.
Wouldn't be much fun with a fucking quarter-inch cock, no sperm.
I mean, that's gonna take a
taint.
long time for that to happen, man.
Eventually, if you have no taint, your cock will be right beside your ass.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
That's
even be
a
able to
weird-
see it.
Yeah, that's a weird
It might
one.
get swallowed up like a black hole. Everything falls in, and then you just got a big gaper and nothing on the front. Yeah.
So when do they say this is gonna happen?
Well,
Thousands of years?
from 1973 to 2011, went down 59%. So probably another 30 years, there'd be no little swimmy guys. It's all the fucking chemicals, they think.
But that's, they should start freezing it. We bulk
I
freezing
was gonna
it right
think
now.
the same thing. We could
Well, that's
start
what
that
they're talking
business.
about doing. And they're fucking trying to open up a sperm bank on the moon.
You could use your connections in the piss world, maybe, and get into the load game.
No, they're not into the load game. No, I don't. I never want to talk to those people again. They were fucked. But Bubs, a freezer. How much can we store in a freezer?
Your freezer? Tons. My freezer,
But
none.
is that the right way of doing it, or is it like fucking some hand solo? kind
Oh,
of thing
hand
we
solo
gotta do?
shit.
Yeah, I don't think you can just, fire it in a Tupperware dish and put it in your freezer.
Okay, so you need. Well, we got to figure out what.
Well, it would get freezer burnt, and then if you.
No, they're doing the cryo shit. They're sending like 6.7 million species to the moon.
crypto load.
Crazy party up there.
Wonder if we can get into something like that.
Crypto load sounds like a superhero. A villain.
It's got. I mean, people are making tons of money out there just doing nothing, man.
I couldn't underfigure this out. Something about North Korea, and you got to shit out so much fertilizer a year. You get
Citizens fight over feces to fill human fertilizer quota in North Korea. Competition for human feces has become cutthroat in North Korea as authorities have burdened citizens with impossible collection quotas to prepare fertilizer for next year's farming season. So you got to shit out a certain amount of tonnage.
So North Korea, that's the fucked up Korea, right? The other one's the
Yes.
third one. Okay.
North Korea is where Kim Jong-un, that fat
No,
little
they're-
weirdo, is.
So they're just they've got a shit quota, like everyone.
Yeah.
pretty sure, yeah.
What the fuck? This guy like
Maybe it's smart. It's recycling. I
No,
guess.
because they run it like he runs it like a crazy person, like a madman.
well, that's
So
crazy.
everybody's starving to death. They can't get farming going. They can't because he keeps it isolated from the rest of the world, and he's crazy. And he shoots missiles at people, and they're like, "Fuck you! We're not giving you any fucking food until you stop firing missiles around like an asshole."
And what do you do if you have liquid shit? Does it still count?
I doubt it. And I'm guessing their diet's not great. They're probably not making, the type that they're looking for.
They eat a lot of salt.
How do you know?
Maybe that's somewhere else.
Eat a lot of salt.
No, they do. It says right here the best snack you can get in North Korea is a salt lick.
What?
Oh, I just made that up.
Oh, I was gonna say, man, that's pretty fucked. It's poor people, man. They got a shit quota. They're eating fucking salt, and they're.
Oh, I feel horrible for the citizens over there.
Can't
trapped
imagine
in
what
that
they would
country.
do for a steak.
They might be happy as fuck. Who knows?
They're not happy as fuck, Ricky.
Wonder if we can get a deal with North Korea with our chips if we get chips coming out. Because that would be fucking
Holy
tasty.
fuck! RFA reported in January, shortly after Kim Jong-un's New Year's address, that households were struggling to meet an impossible quota amounting to 220 pounds per citizen.
For how long?
I don't know, but you got to crank out 220 pounds of shit.
What's your average shit weigh? Pound?
I don't even know. I don't think so.
All right,
Ricky.
so if you ate like 2 quarter pounders, right? That's a half a pound, right?
But you're not going to
I
shit
know,
it all
but-
out.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Your body uses some of that. So how much is left, I wonder?
Well, next time you do it, weigh it.
I'm not going to fucking
Google
do
what does the average poozini weigh?
that. Are you serious?
Yes, I want to know. I got to do the math on this. What is the average
I wanna
human
look
turd?
this up, man. Just to
What does an average human turd weigh?
Or even an average shit.
That's what it is, Ricky.
Yeah, but you might shit out multiple turds in one sitting.
Yes, okay. Let's get technical. How much does the average shit weigh?
stool, right?
Bowel movement.
Bowel movement. God damn it, man.
I wonder if they really know. Maybe no one's ever weighed it.
And now hit images.
Oh, man.
See what you get. Maybe there'll be a picture of one sitting on a scale. Mass collection of poop. Oh my God. Unbelievable.
A quarter pound to a pound.
So let's say a half pound. So you'd have to have 440 shits a year.
I don't even think they're talking a year though. I think they talk
That's like a month, isn't it?
Holy fuck. There's no way you could shit.
So what happens if you don't meet
220
the
pounds.
quota? What do they do? Do they beat you?
Probably fucking kill you.
Shoot you with a missile.
Probably. Using human waste and the government testing. No, those are yearly collection quotas. So 220 pounds per person.
Where the fuck do you store it?
Shit locker.
Or do they have a weekly shit collection?
What a fucked up place, man.
The shit truck probably comes around. Maybe you just put your hole right on the fucking hose. Maybe it's like
Shit
the ice
sucker.
cream truck, but you just go out and you fucking put her in a cone. It's like a reverse ice cream truck.
Bubs.
Well, I'm just saying. It's so fucking weird over there. It could
Yeah,
be.
it's fucking weird. I'd like to go visit there. I'd like to see how fucking weird it is there.
Well, they're cut off from the rest of the world. They have their own, they have internet, but it's not connected to the world pipe. So they just have their own information. And the government tells them that everybody's trying to murder them, and Kim Jong-un is the only thing keeping them alive.
Wow. Maybe they're happier than all of us.
I fucking doubt
No,
it, Ricky.
man.
It's
It's
hard
no
to be
fucking
happy
way.
when you're fucking starving
When
to
you got a
death.
shit quote of 220 pounds a year,
And you're starving?
you're not happy.
How are you going to crank out 220 pounds of shit if you only have 100 pounds of food a year?
Start eating things you've never eaten before. Grass. Whatever you can eat.
They're eating stuff like that, Ricky. They were eating dogs. They were taking people's dogs. Fucking cooking them up.
Jesus Christ.
So we're lucky to be able to sit here and eat this fucking delicious
So living there's be
popcorn.
like an awful acid trip your entire life.
It
All of a
would be
sudden they're
awful.
collecting your dogs.
And you're forced to worship the guy, too. If you don't worship him, you get fucking...
We're never going there, Bubs.
Well, you don't got to tell me. I'm not going to fucking North Korea.
These Spanish drug smugglers, they built a fucking submarine out of plywood. And they got caught with it. But it just proves that you can do it.
You can't have a submarine built out of plywood.
Imagine the fucking money we could make. Going down to Maine.
How would they make it watertight, Ricky?
Well, you could put some fiberglass over it, I guess, or something. You wouldn't want to hit a rock.
Okay, so it's not just wood.
This fucking thing was 30 feet long and 10 feet wide.
Oh, I could build her.
fucked
I'm not
up.
saying I couldn't build her.
What would we ship down?
To where?
Probably Maine. It's close.
Lobster. Submarines and lobster down
Lobster.
there.
They've got lots-
lobster back. We got to send something down and bring something. I guess we could bring back blueberries. Maine's good for blueberries, aren't they?
Yeah.
We don't need a fucking submarine to fucking traffic blueberries, man.
WLBZ TV, Channel 2 in Bangor, W04AK Waterville, W57AQ Callis.
It would be fucked to get caught. Submarine full of blueberries. Would you get in trouble for that?
Probably.
Yes, man.
Probably, Ricky.
They'd be saying, "What the fuck you doing?
Why do you have a
passports?"
fucking submarine, first of all?
Because I had some precious cargo coming down when you didn't catch me. Dummies.
That'd be a great thing to say to them.
It says it can hold $500 million worth of cocaine.
Well, I guess that's what you should probably ship down there then.
I don't have those kind of connections, man.
Well,
Who the fuck is going to lend you $500 million worth of cocaine?
Pablo Escobar would.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to fucking be on the...
you don't want to have to work
You
for
don't want to owe
somebody,
him
man.
money.
No, you wouldn't want to owe him anything, that's for sure. Where's my $500 fucking million worth of coke? Oh, it got wet. I built a fucking wooden submarine and she leaked.
Yeah, that would suck.
Got wet, Pablo.
No, we'll have to come up with a better idea.
Yeah.
Whoa. Did you guys ever hear of the honey eater bird?
The what?
Honey eater bird.
Honey eater?
Honey eater. They're going extinct, man.
No. What is it?
Because you know why?
You sure it's not a bee?
No, it's a honey eater. It's a fucking bird, man. In Australia. What? What did you say?
It's the way his brain operates.
Well, yeah, it's a honey eater. Anyway, they forgot their fucking mating song. So they're trying to sing. And
Bees
they're
don't
like,
eat honey, by the way.
Oh, yeah, they make it. Don't
They
they?
make it.
I
That's
knew,
why
I
I
knew there
was
was a
laughing.
connection.
That's why I was
I wasn't
laughing.
even paying attention to them.
How do you forget a mating call?
They forget. They're forgetting. There's like only fucking like 300 of them left. There
Fuck.
used to be fucking thousands and thousands of them.
Julian, give us your mating call. Come on, let's
Fucking
get
mating
you.
call.
Give us the line
Let's,
you always...
okay, what would your mating call
No, the
be?
one you always use at the bars.
I don't use
You
the
do,
fucking-
you know, when you go up in that deep Elvis voice and you go, hey, baby.
You've got some nice eyes.
There it is. Hey, baby, you got some nice eyes.
Pops.
That's the
Just gotta
mating
be
call.
a gentleman, man.
If you were a bird, what would your mating call be? Give us a little whistle.
What would your, let's hear yours first. Okay.
I think it should be like this, Ricky. Harney, Harney.
Yeah, that's good.
Right? That's a good one.
Well, somebody should be able to reteach them the fucking song.
They can't, man.
They don't have it ever on tape anywhere.
Well, obviously they don't.
You say, hey, fucking fuckhead. This is what you got to sing, you stupid idiot.
They should be just they should have it and just blast it.
Then, yeah, but then the birds would probably start banging the
Mic
speakers.
speakers and stuff, but at least they'd fucking know what it is. They might get the fucking hint.
Could be that.
That's a good one.
Bob and Doug.
Bob and Doug, that was not their mating call.
Well, it was when they were drinking.
Well, it's March the 26th. Back in 1812, in Caracas, Venezuela, there's a fucking crazy earthquake. Destroyed 90% of the city. Can you imagine?
90%?
20,000 people fucking died.
Jesus, Murphy.
That'd be fucked.
Yes, that would not be
That
good.
would not be good.
20,000 people at once.
If something like that happens, like, do you rebuild or just say, fucking moving?
I would think you'd just move on.
You might want to move
Start
on.
over.
There's nobody there.
And they had no front end loaders and shit to clean up back then, did they?
No, Ricky.
What year was this?
1812.
No, they didn't.
No, and there was a war raging in America too, so they wouldn't have been able to borrow any of their tools.
What was it called?
The war in 1812?
Yeah,
What did you think it was called, Ricky?
the Great War.
It was called the War of 1812.
It's the War of 1812.
Oh, it's pretty. They didn't really put a lot of thought into that one.
Harney,
And also on this day in 1945, they raised the flag at Iwo Jima.
Oh, there you
The
go.
Allies, led by the fucking Marines.
Iwo Jima. That's that famous picture with the
Wasn't it fake?
what?
Oh, I thought that.
You thought that he set that up?
I thought I saw that in a movie or something that it wasn't as real as people thought.
Oh,
Said
I
they
don't
did
know,
a take
but it's
two?
still, it doesn't matter. It's still an
Oh,
iconic,
it fucking is. Yeah.
still an iconic photograph.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about born days. Anybody famous get born today? Let's see.
Timmy the crack cricket.
Tennessee Williams. Do we know him?
Yes, Ricky. Tennessee Williams.
George Jefferson.
George Jefferson.
Yeah, CEO of British Telecom.
Oh, I thought you meant from the
No,
Jeffersons.
that's a different
Well,
guy.
we're moving on up
Fucking
to the east side, to
Spock
the
got
east
born
side.
today.
Spock did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better name one.
Alan Arkin. Fuck. Love him. Nancy Pelosi. Do you know her?
Yeah.
James Caan. Fuck.
Yeah,
there's
he was good, man.
fucking people
Godfather.
got born today. Diana Ross.
Oh, Diana.
Dope.
Steven Tyler.
Oh.
Martin Short.
Oh, I must say. Ed Grimley.
Ulf Samuelson.
Yeah.
Kenny Chesney.
Kenny Chesney.
Boys, I need to go take a fucking nap.
Do it.
I got it, man. If we're drinking tonight, I'm napping for a solid
I'm
fucking
drinking
hour.
now. I got a good buzz on now. I might,
Peter Knightley.
I've got something going on with
I might
whatever
switch
the
over
fuck I
to
ate this
tequila.
Shooters.
Let's go get some shooters, Ricky.
Give me a half hour.
Tequila poppers.
Fucking waffles.
Give us your mating call on the way out, Ricky.
I forget the song.